Welcome back to Richard Daily Reporter, your source for today's top political headlines. From breaking stories to the latest power moves, we bring you the updates you need to stay informed. Let's dive straight into today's biggest political news for the 21st of August 2025. If the Russians are not ready, we would like to see a strong reaction from the United States, the Ukrainian leader said in comments released on Thursday from a briefing with reporters in Kiev a day earlier. Zelenskyy said it was unclear what concessions regarding territory Moscow was willing to make to end the war. Zelenskyy said it was unclear what concessions regarding territory Moscow was willing to make to end the war. Photo, AP. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy has called for a strong reaction from the United States if Russia refuses to sit down for a bilateral meeting with him. Reaffirming his readiness for direct peace talks with Russian President Vladimir Putin, Zelenskyy said, "I responded immediately to the proposal for a bilateral meeting. We are ready. But what if the Russians are not ready? If the Russians are not ready, we would like to see a strong reaction from the United States," the Ukrainian leader said in comments released on Thursday from a briefing with reporters in Kiev a day earlier. "Possible that Putin doesn't want to make a deal," says Trump. Zelenskyy's remarks came after U.S. President Donald Trump, who is seeking to broker a peace deal between his Ukrainian and Russian counterparts, conceded that it was possible that Putin might not want to make a deal. "I don't think it's going to be a problem, to be honest with you. I think Putin is tired of it. I think they're all tired of it, but you never know," Trump said in an interview with the Fox News Fox and Friends program a day after hosting Zelenskyy and European leaders at the White House for discussions on peace efforts. "We're going to find out about President Putin in the next couple of weeks. It's possible that he doesn't want to make a deal," Trump said, adding that Putin faced a rough situation if that were not the case. Story continues below this ad. The Russian president, over a phone call which was dialed by Trump, reportedly said he was open to the idea of a bilateral meeting with Ukraine's president. However, on Tuesday, Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov played down the vague commitment offered by the Kremlin chief. Any meeting would have to be prepared gradually, starting with the expert level and thereafter going through all the required steps, Lavrov said on Tuesday. However, Dmitry Polyansky, a Russian deputy representative to the UN, in a different tone told BBC that nobody had rejected the opportunity for direct talks, but it shouldn't be a meeting for the sake of a meeting.